So everybody is saying that Rob Reiner's son took him out and his wife. This is wild. I've seen stuff while scrolling saying that he's a drug addict or whatever. I don't know. Let's check this out.
9 minutes now after the hour. To another Fox News alert. The LAPD is expected to give another briefing today after actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead in their Los Angeles homes. Reiner is best known for directing classic films. He got Few Good Men, Harry Met Sally.
Jonathan Hunt joins us live from Brentwood, California with the details. Jonathan?
Ainsley, good morning. We expect and hope to hear a lot more information from the LAPD later this morning. As yet, they have not even confirmed the identities of the two people they found dead in the home owned by Rob Reiner here in the Brentwood area of Los Angeles. It was left to Reiner's family to confirm that those killed were indeed the legendary director.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? Like one of the headlines that I saw said that, two found deceased at Rob Reiner's house. One is a man, 78. One is around, and one's a woman, 68. Both Rob Reiner and his wife are these ages or something like that. Whatever the ages were, they said. I'm like, well, that's them. Like it's too on the nose to not be them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why they took that long to do that. You know what I mean?
His wife, Michelle. As for the police, they gave a somewhat shambolic
this video that I'm looking at here is a few hours old, so, you know.
News conference yesterday evening in the immediate wake of the discovery of those bodies, in which they would not talk about what exactly had happened, how it had happened, and who the suspect might be. Listen here.
At this time, the Los Angeles Police Department is not seeking anyone as a suspect or as a person of interest or in any other manner, and we will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward.
Now, police did confirm...
Okay, it was all over the place that it's his son, like all over the place. So
that the call came from inside the home, and it is believed that call was made by a family member, possibly the Reiner's daughter, Romy. As for a suspect, there are multiple reports that police are talking to the Reiner's 32-year-old son, Nick, who has been open in the past about his struggles with mental health issues and drug addiction. As for Rob Reiner himself, of course, he is the legendary director of so many movies, including When Harry Met Sally and The Princess Bride. He was also socially and politically active, marriage equality among the many causes he championed, and politicians here in California and nationally have paid tribute to Reiner. LA Mayor Karen Bass writing, for instance, quote, "This is a devastating loss for our city and our country. Rob Reiner's contributions reverberate."
And there was another singer that was stabbed by his son. It just happened, right? That's weird, right?
Throughout American culture and society, and he has improved countless lives through his creative work and advocacy, fighting for social and economic justice. And as I say, Brian and Ainsley, we are expecting a further news conference from the LAPD later this morning. We expect to get a lot more details then.
All right. Now, there's also another video just came out that said that they're talking about an argument that happened at the Conan O'Brien party before this happened.
New details out after famed Hollywood director and actor Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead in their home. LA police have arrested one of the couple's sons in connection with the killings.
They arrested him now.
Correspondent Jonathan Hunt is live out of Brentwood for us. He's got more on all of this. Jonathan, what more can you tell us?
Well, Sandra, within hours of the bodies of Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle being discovered here at their Brentwood home, we were getting word of the potential involvement of their 32-year-old son, Nick Reiner. And this morning, we got confirmation that he has indeed been arrested in the early hours of this morning, we believe, and is being held on $4 million bond.
Wow.
You can see Nick Reiner in this family photo that was just taken a few months.
Now, which one is he? Is he the one that looks like security? Or is he the one that looks like the businessman?
Ago in September, he is the young man.
I did not want to say that that's the guy. I didn't want to say that. He seems the most unhappy in that photo out of the entire family or whatever's going on here. You know what I mean? Oh my God.
The shaved head in that picture. Now, the LAPD said very little yesterday.
See, I didn't want to judge a book on its cover through that picture. I didn't want to do it. That's why I asked the question. You know, that's the reason why, they tell you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because there are many times, certain situations, you run into people and you can judge them, you can prejudge wrongly, but more often than not, people look like what and who they are. We literally have that natural instinct to judge a situation by its appearance. It's for protection. It's part of our being, our minds as humans. It's how we work. Animals do it and we do it,
Began their investigation, but the police chief confirmed this morning that Nick Reiner had indeed been arrested. Listen here.
We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout
that dude
the
looked
night
like a statue
on
next
this
to him.
case, and were able to
Just
take
moved
into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder and is being held on $4 million bail.
Now, police were initially called out to this Brentwood home at around 3:40 yesterday. As we understand it, one of the couple's daughters discovered their parents here, and it was a pretty grisly scene, as we
horrible.
Both apparently stabbed to death. Now, Rob Reiner, of course, was a beloved figure in Hollywood, famed for a string of hit movies, including Sleepless, including When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, and, of course, A Few Good Men. He's been paid tribute to by a slew of political and Hollywood figures, thanks to his activism as well. Maria Shriver, the journalist and former First Lady of California, saying, quote, "I'm devastated, gutted, shocked, stunned, and so deeply saddened, as are all of the people who loved them and who they loved. I hope people..."
Man, that is wild. His own child. That's got to be an alarming situation when you give birth to several children, but one of them scares you. I wouldn't want to be in that predicament, because when they live with you and you fear that they may do something, because of certain situations, you know what I mean? That's got to be one of the worst feelings in the world, especially if you raised them, like you find out that your son's, a serial, you know what I mean? Like how many? Good Lord. And listen, there's a show on HBO Max. I forgot what it's called. But there's a ton of seasons, all about these different people throughout our recent history. And their families talk about these situations, who went on sprees of it. You know what I mean? And it seems like, I would say most of the family are kind of like, but there's some family members where it's like, well, it's my brother and I'll always support him. I'm like, what? You support that? Are you insane? Disowned immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Anyway, I will report more on this as news comes. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. I'll see you in the next video.